So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. It was just third down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. On play action, here's Tua. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Another run with Sanders. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Mostert. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring positions. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He is going to find Hill here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Let's go now. Ready?
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Mustang 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Start of the 2nd. It's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Come on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
On the double.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that,
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the 1st half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
19 Lions.
They go play action with Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Drag.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this 1st half.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Trouble, 38.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
97.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now down to 20. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, Realized he had support behind him and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
To throw again on second down. Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Steps away. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try it now with Mostert. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple of plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Tua going to run the sneak, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tua Tagovailoa in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. In motion comes the tight end left.
79 Broncos.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
60 Vices, 60 Vices. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warrior 70.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18, 5 here. Buffalo 18.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders from 10 yards out.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Viking 18.
Hurts will throw.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Red, cycle.
Play action, now it's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
They're going to keep it on the ground.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
18 Radical, 18 Radical, Mustang 19.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Smash, smash. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, 19 Lion.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Pass the 60, pass the 60.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Go! Pat the street! Pat the street! Go check! Go check!
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Ready! Trap 50! Trap 50! 60 average! 60 average!
Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go!
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Ready! 6, mega! Black, red, drill green.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. And I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go play action with Hurts.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Moving my team.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
60
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. 11 yards for number 11. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Sanders.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
On the set.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Let's go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about. And
he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Wide open. Ball red. Ready.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Tua. He's got to complete to Waddle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Tua. This ball is caught by Shaheen. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Hurts. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.